I should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember, how you managed to stir the sun god from his oh-so-tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
What do he means by oh? What would he request?
Did you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
Kinda trickery.
Innocent, but I just don't believe you.
Kind of like Loki.
Flatterer.
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
Yeah, the reason why I know this voice actor is because he was a part of a little bit of I think he was a part of a little bit of the campaign for Critical Role. That's the reason why I know I knew him. It's like right when I saw his like photo, I was like, oh shit, he's from, yeah, I saw him in Critical Role. I probably played a few games that he's been in, or I have watched or listened to a couple of things he's done. So it's probably the case. I mean, we can't really ask that question. Come to the club often.
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
You like a drink?
The horns, you. Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
Fuck it. Let's ask every single question we can, just to get a little bit more information.
The things you say, the things you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Still not helping.
Why, Grace, are you assuming that I am some sort of
killing me
scoundrel?
He hasn't fixed his tie. Oh, we can romance Pan.
It's more that I'm stating it outright.
Rejected twice in a row. How will I ever recover from such insult, I ask you?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to tell you, Grace. Even an idol needs to get by.
You must know why I'm here, right?
Let me guess. You seek our sweet-natured proprietress.
Can you help me find her?
Earlier I wasn't good enough, but now, I see how it is. By all means, I'd love to tell Persephone that the source of her rage has intruded on her domain.
What if I asked you really nicely and batted my eyelashes, like so?
Oh no, not my one true weakness.
I could also flatter you, tell you how shiny your horns are.
All right, all right. Never let it be said that flattery gets one nowhere. Let me know when you're ready and I'll take you to Persephone.
I really appreciate it.
Do keep that in mind after you've spoken to her.
Let's talk to Apollo one more time. We'll try and talk to everyone before we talk to Persephone. Because I don't know if there's like any key details that we could like pick up. I don't know how the mechanics work in this game, to be honest. But you never know.
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo land?
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
It just feels too early to romance people. But this game isn't too long either. Fuck it. We'll fix him.
I'm a muse now. I can keep you company.
Nothing would make me happier. But you do have a predicament to solve first.
Mm-hmm.
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know, exactly?
What's Persephone's story? Her name rings a bell, but I don't...
No doubt
She was an oracle.
the tale of how Hades, lord of the underworld, kidnapped a young sweet goddess and made her his wife.
That sweet young goddess was... Persephone.
Mm-hmm. Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved.
Shared.
Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
How much of the story is true, though?
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
Whoa.
As I understand it, Hades was not kind to her. I'd like to say we handled it well, that Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen. She has never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't blame her.
Once again, no matter what, how many times I say it, people forget, especially if you read your Greek mythology, that Hades is not an entity or a god. Hades is legitimately just a plane of existence in which the dead can thrive. People forget this. Hades is not a singular person. And yet this game also fucks with that. I understand where they're coming from, but I have a feeling, due to the fact they got the whole Hades thing wrong, if Hercules, technically pronounced Heracles, comes up, they're probably going to pronounce it as Hercules. Because it's the most incorrect way to pronounce his name. So why not? But the idols have changed.
The idols changed much, you think, since those days?
I'm a very picky
You know
person.
the saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone, and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
I know a couple of those people.
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know.
Executed?
Yeah.
The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course,
Sure it wasn't
I
Kratos.
look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Why didn't you see it coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
Oh, what?
It was after
Crime
the
boss.
last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
So when you mean transition, is this a physical transition or a spiritual transition? Being very vague with it.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally, I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might
Because of the whole murder of Calliope.
We'll see, I guess.
Alright, so we talked to Apollo. Wait, we can still talk to Apollo? Why isn't that erased from our, If it's still there after I talk to Eros. Let's talk to Hermes seems a little bit more important because it's a little weird that Hermes is... I don't know the laws in this world, but Hermes was right there after she died. It was really weird. So let's talk to Hermes. He's definitely a suspect. Even though the way he was acting was very innocent, very nonchalant, that's call to action to be that Hermes might be a psychopath. Who fucking know? But he's used to it though, and just in case.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
So what's your story?
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track. So I'm not the one to ask about the idol
Wait,
stuff.
what?
It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
Wait, what? So Hermes says they've only been an idol for a year? Hermes... That's weird. So did the original Hermes die, and this Hermes that we're seeing right now was in the same predicament as us, maybe? Maybe we'll get more information on it. Why not?
Why not? Maybe you can shake some dust off the other idols.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of dust.
You're right about that.
Are you drinking
I don't
a
think Athena
Japanese?
wouldn't clean anything anyway.
Oh, that's a Japanese
beer.
ball bottle. Yeah, I know those things. That's legit. They must be in Japan then, because that's a bottle that has like a ball in it, and depending on how far you tip it, will cut off like. It's weird because I've drank a couple drinks. I think there's a company that still exists in which there's a company called Balls, BALLZ. It was like one of the original energy drink people before like Monster and Rockstar and all that stuff. That kind of had something like that. It had like a little ball, it's like a marble, in their drinks, and it would like, I don't know what was the point in those, for instance, I don't know. I don't know what the point in with the ball, especially with Japanese drinks and the balls drinks, was the point in those. It was weird. But I was a fan of those. It was my first energy drink, and it's also considered one of my favorite energy drinks, which are the balls drinks. Mainly because of the name. And also balls as a company, as an energy drink, didn't taste as sweet. So that's probably the reason why I actually like that company as an energy drink company. Compared to like Red Bull, 5 Hour, Monster, and all that. Rockstar. Yeah, it's weird.
When Calliope died, you were right there, within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
I'm trying to dive deep into my Greek mythology lore. Even though Hades died, there's probably something within Hermes' system that still correlates to, at least with Hermes, well, not Hermes, but Hades. Even since Hades died, is gone. There's something that Hades have probably put into place so that way, like, Hermes responds to it. So there's a system in place. So even after Hades passed, the work of the dead and all that can continue. I have a feeling that Hades, even though wasn't a very good person, probably was a forward-thinking personality. Businessman or business lady, depending on where the fuck they're going with this story. Who knows?
But why do you need to be there?
To take them where they need to go.
To take who? Calliope?
Kinda? Look, it's between the old Hermes and me, and between me and the next Hermes.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
So you're not the original Hermes.
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that
There we
happen?
go.
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died.
How did you...
We were friends, and I was having trouble at home, and he helped me out. I miss him.
Is that normal?
You knew it was gonna happen? It wasn't a surprise?
He asked me before he left. So no, not a surprise.
Is that usually how it happens?
Usually, yeah.
Okay, what do you know about the murderer?
This is probably a stupid question, but do you know who might have killed Calliope?
It looks like a stab room.
Why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once.
Really?
Didn't go with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe.
Angry.
But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
That's good information due to the fact that she was angry. Amuse, angry. What would anger Amuse?
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
I would really like to see this translated into a live action story in a musical fashion. It'd be very interesting. Alright, see you later, I guess.
I'll see you around.
If you
Hopefully I
die,
answered the right questions.
don't die.
I hope not. I only got a week. In this case, probably 6 days. After today passes, hopefully time hasn't been passing too fast, we won't die. Alright, let's talk to Eros. Alright, just looking at this photo right now. Is Eros a gimp? Holy shit. Is this safe for YouTube and Twitch? Let's find out. Holy shit. What the fuck are you wearing, dude?
Oh, hey. You're the new Muse, aren't you?
I guess I am.
You
yeah.
are
Glad
huge.
you mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though.
Oh, you look like a Lebanese.
Excuse the manners. Name's Eros.
I'm trying to finish the sentence, but it's just distracting. He looks like a Lebanese prince. I don't know if anyone gets that joke, but spot on. There's a god of sex. I mean, looking at him, looks like a god of either submission or domination.
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really.
Desire.
Sexuality.
Okay.
Attraction. Why?
Mm.
We're expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow.
I wasn't.
I actually
A cherub?
preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
He's Cupid?
I'm sorry.
No fucking way.
Why? It's not your fault.
I mean, it makes
I
sense.
get to carry around forever.
It makes sense he's Cupid.
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know? New here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. Like, you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries. It may as well be true.
I'm trying to figure out. This is a very weird game. Due to the fact that the concept of a musical role-playing game exists, I'm also going to test out to see if there's like a time limit on the normal like choices. But let's see. Stray Gods. I'm just going to look up Stray Gods. I'm trying to remember who. Oh yeah, it was Humble Games, right? Yeah, it was nominated. Oh, BAFTA award winner for debut game, a GLAAD Media award for outstanding video game. Who's the publisher? I'm assuming. Yeah, I think it was Humble Games though. So if it wasn't for Humble Games, we would have probably never, unless it turns into an indie game. But if it was an indie game, they might have not have been able to afford people like Laura Bailey and Ashley Johnson and all these other like pretty top end voice actors. Like, that's the thing. Like, they're top of the top, cream of the fucking crop when it comes to voice actors and actresses. So if anything, Humble Games as a publisher are doing a fantastic job releasing very unique games.
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happened?
Look out there. See all
See it happen.
the hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
Oh, trust me. Lar can be a person of what do you call it? Person of interest is there was a lady at one of those weird little local conventions. It was a weird, I don't know what type of convention it was, but we went to a convention down in, was it probably downtown. I don't know if it was in Denver or Colorado Springs. It's fuzzy, but there was a lady that when I was walking down a hall, she must have been drunk off her fucking mind, but she was magnetized towards me. She must have been super interested in me, but the thing that drawed her to me was the bald head. And she wanted to touch my head so badly. This is like the first thing she says, "Can I touch your head?" I was like, sure. And Lord and behold, she just goes right for it, and she uses both her hands to like feel the head. It's like, I could lay on this all day. It's like, whoa. Just wait a minute. Like, I'm flattered, but I'm married. Well, actually, during that time, I don't think we were married yet. I think it was down in 2016, maybe 17. But yeah, it was fucking crazy, man. I've come to those points in my life.
And you enjoy that?
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing. It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
I usually get a notification on the phones and everything like that. I get a notification. I usually get notifications 30 minutes or before like certain things. Got a notification for book time, which I usually read around 9 o'clock. I have never streamed and got that notification ever. It's so weird.
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure.
Who plays arrows?
Truth is, I don't come here that often. It was hard to get away. I just want... Nope, never mind.
Bad day?
Even idols have their bad days, huh?
Bad weeks, bad months, bad centuries. But who am I talking to? You're the one with your life on the line.
Abu Bakr Salim. I'm gonna click on him, see if his face is familiar. Abu Bakr Salim. Oh, wait a minute. Assassin's Creed Origins. Oh shit, was he the main character in Assassin's Creed Origins? Raised by Wolves in 2020. No shit. He was Abu Bakr Salim was the main voice actor for the main character in Assassin's Creed Origins. No fucking way. Well then. Interesting. Cool.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
Why can't I talk to Apollo again? Let's talk to Apollo one more time. See what's up with that. Did I miss something?
Are we not going to see Persephone? I thought you found a way to her.
I should get going. Persephone awaits.
Right behind you.
It's just weird that Apollo is still there. Oh, wait. So we got a shit ton of information when it comes to Persephone and people around her and all that. So let's go. Let's go. Watch, we're gonna fall in love with Persephone.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace, to wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
What is your problem with me exactly? You've had it in for me the moment you saw me.
My problem? My problem is that I'm filled with questions, Grace. Filled to the brim.
And I'm glad to
Do you
answer.
really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
That's my problem, Grace. With you. And you can't make it go away.
Ah, I should have chose the punk rocks. There's so many punk rock settings. Oh man. You're a suspect too. Let's not prod her. See, this is an indirect way of telling her that she is a suspect.
You knew Calliope.
We all knew